It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They give it off here to the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Second down. Pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 7.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready! Waiting! Here it goes!
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now it's Stafford. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Haskins will throw, and that's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. In trouble, and he's taken down. Trent Murphy able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Let's go.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think that...
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Benson Mayowa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Stafford. He sets to fire deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. Third down. Here's Haskins. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 20. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down and 4, Stafford, wide open receiver, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. His throw incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
He's coming, double up. Check
On second down now. It's Freeman, and a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
It's been a long day for you. Watch tight ends.
Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow. In their faces.
Benson Mayowa on the tackle.
On now is Kai Forbath to try the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins is going to fire one deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 48 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now is it. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Demaryius Thomas, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Benson Mayowa able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We go set. 280. 51. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Play action. Stafford. He's going to air it out deep for Green. He's got him in. Complete. 20. 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A.J. Green, 79 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Well, we've seen that a time or two over the years from A.J. Green, long, explosive touchdown catches.
And he is so good at playing the ball in the air and going over the top of people to make catches. I think his teammates call it playing a little bit of hoops or playing above the rim. He is fantastic at it and continues to get better as his career progresses.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, it's Haskins. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to...
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Glover Quinn finding his way into the backfield on the safety blitz. After the sack on first down, Stafford. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Looking downfield for Jones. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
I don't think you got it.
They are going to go for it. It's Stafford. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. And a failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
Mike 56. All day, baby.
final play of the half. It's Haskins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. And the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. They'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
Check, 59. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check 24. Watch twitch. Watch it.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. From the 25 on second down, Haskins. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. Now Haskins. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Haskins to throw on second down. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They'll run with McCaffrey. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. Now Haskins on first down. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
That's the way. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the pass. Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Haskins. Screen play, Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Right here. 53 is the Mike. 53 is the Mike.
On third and goal, Haskins. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Safety's creeping.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jets will extend their lead. Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, Mike, get away, D! Get away, D! Monday.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 more yards there and another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
And I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Running the jet sweep with Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on third and goal. Now Stafford. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Devontae Freeman. Touchdown number 15 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Forbath is sent it away now following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll got his man. Complete. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Stafford is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here we go on fourth. Stafford going deep for Walker. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Well, the objective there, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On third down, Haskins. Goodwin able to haul it in. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Haskins going to try to throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's first and 10, clear on the other side of the field. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Woo! Let's go, baby. Pick 6 all day.
One more extra point attempt for good measure. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jets, they finally get that elusive second win as the record moves to 2-12. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore,